Okay, hello and welcome to Random Commentary number 17 with me, Onexploits, and you, whoever you may be. And today I'm going to talk about my top 10 games of 2011, because I love top 10 things, and these are always popular. I actually struggled to find 10 games, which is odd. I guess I haven't played that much. I mean, there's a lot of games I haven't played that I would love to play. So I haven't played Uncharted 3, I haven't even bought it, although I would like to play that. So that won't be on this list, unfortunately, but it would have been, most likely, because I loved Uncharted 2. Dark Souls isn't on this list, so it might have been, even though I haven't even played the previous game. Or was the previous game Dark Souls? I'm not sure. Dead Space 2, did that come out this year? I think it did, early this year, but I haven't played it yet. I actually bought it on Steam, haven't downloaded it yet or played it. So there's a lot of good games like that I haven't played, so they won't be on this list. This is top 10 games I've played this year. Some games that didn't make it are like Battlefield 3 and Raid Orchestra 2, because I didn't really get into them, I didn't really enjoy them, I didn't really play them that much. So anyway, let's get into the top 10 right now. Starting at number 10, I actually struggled to find a 10th game. I probably should have just done the top 9, but I thought this game is at least worth a mention, because it's the only racing game on this list, and I used to be big into racing games, and I still am, but there hasn't been many good releases, especially on PC, for quite some time. I mean, there was Need for Speed earlier this year, a new one, but I don't think it got that good ratings. Anyway, let's get back to this list. So these are my top 10 games of 2011, starting at number 10 and going up to number 1. At number 10, so number 10 on my list is Mania 2 Canyon. I actually did a video on this. I've played quite a few hours of it. I did enjoy it at first, but then some of the competition is quite stiff. The tracks, they can be hit and miss, because they are usually, well, they are user generated. So, but there's a good system in place where you can rate the tracks, and usually the top rated tracks will get used the most. So you can say positive, negative, whether you like that track, and it'll get higher or lower rated. And there were a lot of nice tracks, and this was quite early on. When I started playing, it was actually in the beta. As you can see in my video, I think it was Random Commentary 10 or something like that. Yeah, it's very fun. It was very responsive, and I actually bought a gamepad for it. Luckily, I had a gamepad for it, and it's a lot easier with a gamepad than a keyboard. So, as is the rule of thumb for most racing games. I was actually looking at Dirt 3, I think it came out this year. That probably would have made the list if I had played that, but I haven't played that, so once again I can't say anything about it. I can't add it to this list because I haven't played it. So Mania 2 takes a spot at number 10 as my only racing game. So let's move on to number 9. Number 9, Dead Island. And this is a game that I'm actually let's playing at the minute. Outside of the let's play, I haven't really played it that much, but I'm enjoying it, and I think it does deserve a spot on this top 10, especially since I was struggling to find games to add to it. But yeah, number 9 is Dead Island. I would have put it higher up actually, but I haven't played that much of it, as I say. I've played, well, I suppose I've played about 10 hours or so, 11 hours, and I have enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoy the system, the weapons are very responsive, and the movement's nice and sensitive. It's a good port. Nice graphics, nice environment. It makes a change for a zombie game to be in the light. Well, I suppose sort of Left 4 Dead did that, but this one takes it to an extreme where the light is like blinding you instead of the darkness, whereas in Resident Evil it would have been the darkness, apart from Resident Evil 5, I think. Number 8, Terraria. I actually spent quite a few days playing this, like days in a row, but recently I haven't played that much. When I was playing it back to back, I was really enjoying it, and I was gearing up for the bosses and stuff, and getting I think I was up to lava armor. they've actually updated it a lot since then. I haven't actually went back and seen it since then. But it is a very good game. It's kind of like Minecraft. Minecraft isn't on this list because I haven't really played it that much. Well, I have played it in the past, but I don't think Minecraft came out. Well, it came out officially November this year, didn't it? November, the end of November. But it was in beta since like 2010 when it was really released, because most people were playing it back then. So I won't include it in this list, but Terraria is on this list because I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it even more than Minecraft. Just I don't know why. It's kind of like old school platformer style, but with a lot of freedom to do whatever you want and to generate your own world and explore it like deep down. And the deeper you go, a lot more chaotic it gets. Although there are exceptions, like you go into the jungle biomes, it's like different biomes, and then you face the bosses. It's like there's a couple of bosses. There's the Eater of Worlds or something, and then there's a big worm boss and some other stuff. I think I fought one of the bosses, but didn't really get around to fighting the other ones. I may go back and see what I can do with that game. It's a pity it doesn't have achievements though. I'm surprised it doesn't have achievements. I mean, most games like that would have achievements. It's surprising to me that that game doesn't have achievements. Some people would like that, like Total Biscuit doesn't like achievements, he'd like that. Whereas I like achievements, so I would have liked achievements in that game. It would have made it probably higher up the list for me. Number 7, Serious Sam 3. Another game I'm Let's Playing currently. This is going to be a theme, a recurring theme. Most of these games are games I'm Let's Playing. Obviously, I Let's Play games I like, so they're going to make this list. Serious Sam 3 BFE. This is on the list at number 7 because I had a craving for old school style shooter, a good one, and this just happened to be, well, basically the only really good old school shooter that came out in 2011. We had Hard Reset, which was decent. I haven't played that much of it, which is why it isn't on this list. I played the demo twice, and then I played hardly any of it basically. I played just to get that achievement at Christmas, the Steam achievement. What was it? Electrifying 20 or 50 enemies. So yeah, that's why that's not in this list. Apparently it's quite short, the campaign, so I will play through that eventually. At some point, I don't know whether I'll do a Let's Play, probably not. Anyway, yeah, Serious Sam 3 is my number 7. Love the waves of enemies. Love the level design's quite good. The friggin' graphics are amazing, and it's PC exclusive, so that gives it +1 right there. +1 right there, no doubt. Number 6, Orcs Must Die. This one took me by surprise totally. I only played it recently, and it really did take me by surprise. I played it for like 3 nights in a row, pretty much non-stop. Orcs Must Die, it's really good. It got me into tower defense now. I hadn't played hardly any tower defense before, none this year. And this is just like, wow, this is so good. Such a good game. I really enjoyed it. I love the traps. I'm just seeing like waves and waves of orcs getting decimated completely. It's like you put a slow trap down. You can actually upgrade your spike trap to have a slow effect. And you put arrow walls. All I was doing just putting spike traps with the slow effect on them completely over the floor, and then arrow traps on the walls, just the whole way down the hallway. And then just everything was decimated by that. Although there are places where there's like acid pits, so you can have like the flippy traps. It just flips up, and they drown in the acid, which is awesome. And you can upgrade those so they flip ogres and stuff as well, because by default they can't flip ogres, which would make sense because ogres are heavier. But I really enjoyed that game. Played through the whole thing. I played through it on easy mode actually, because it is very hard on the medium mode. I played through a couple of levels after I played on easy mode. On medium mode, I only made it to the 4th level, after completing it on easy mode, yeah. And then after that you unlock nightmare mode, which would be, whoa, can't imagine that. I actually bought the download packs as well, the add-ons. You get extra traps. I like the fire trap. It's got like a flipper on one side and the fire comes out of the other side, so it goes right across the whole path nearly. Well, in most cases it would go right across the path. If it's like 4 blocks wide, it would probably go right across the path. So it's a very, very useful trap. And you also put spike traps next to it, so you're getting fire and spikes and the slowing effect, which is just really good. So there's a lot of good, like on medium mode and even on nightmare mode, you'd really need to think a lot more about your placement of traps, about like you get to choke points and you place as many traps as you can there, because that's where all the orcs are going to be coming through. You got to think about that, where are these orcs going to be coming. So it's like it gives you a wee path. It's like clairvoyance in Skyrim. It gives you a path to where the orcs would travel, and you look for choking points and put all your traps in that choking point, so you concentrate them. And then you can upgrade your traps to reset faster. There's like a wench cards or something. They enhance your abilities and enhance traps. They give you can have guardians like archers. You can have guardians like paladins, and you can upgrade them to have more health with the cards, or you can upgrade them with the skulls. You get skulls for completing every level. You're locked down to 2 on easy mode, but you can get up to 5 on normal mode. So you can upgrade with your skulls the different traps. Like you can even upgrade paladins to cost less, and archers to cost less. And spike traps, obviously I said, you can upgrade those to have a slow effect as well, that is the best trap in my opinion. You have to have spike traps with slow, because that makes it pointless to use the tower traps. So yeah, that's an amazing game for an indie title, and it's really nice and really funny. I love the lines the guy comes out with. It's really charming and funny and just so well put together, and the music, it's just such a good complete package of the game. Is perfect. The only thing I have to say about it is well, it's not that short, I suppose. It's like, it took me what, 10 hours odd to complete it on easy mode, so then I have to complete it on hard mode obviously, or medium mode, which I've got 4 levels done, and playing through all them would take you a lot longer. It'd be a higher learning curve, learning which traps to put, because it's a lot more strict. It's like if you put down the wrong traps, the orcs are going to get through, so you gotta select the right traps to use. The most efficient traps, the most useful traps for that situation. So like if there's an acid pit on easy mode, you wouldn't have to use that acid pit, but probably on medium mode you would have to use that pit, and on nightmare mode you definitely would have to use that pit, like with flippers and stuff. Anyway, that's enough about that game. It's very good, highly recommend it. I probably should have even put that higher up my list, because I really enjoyed that. And I got the 2 download packs, what do you call it, downloadable content. It actually came out pretty soon. It's like it came out in October, and then DLC followed it. So there's a couple more levels, as well as the extra traps, which I haven't played through yet.